House changed most of the show's main cast in Season 4, with Foreman, Cameron, and Chase all leaving his diagnostics team. While House's biggest gamble could have killed the show, having so many major characters leave at once ended up saving it. House's 8th season saw several cast changes, and this risky creative decision ended up defining the medical drama. While not all of the many doctors on House's diagnostics teams were popular with viewers, some of the later ones undeniably felt unnecessary. His first team marked a great start for the series. Foreman, Chase, and Cameron balanced each other out, and they each brought different skills to the table. With that in mind, it made sense then that they would all leave the team for different reasons. Foreman, Cameron, and Chase each left House's team for different reasons. House examining a screen with Foreman, Cameron, and Chase in the background. Foreman is one of the few people in House who was able to stand up to him. While House would sometimes listen to Wilson, Foreman carried a sense of authority and confidence that even House respected. However, Foreman cared about his patients in a way that House did not, and left when he realized that he was starting to resemble him. While Foreman often seemed detached from the team, his relationship with 13 showed viewers a new side of him. These relationships in House were important as they often had a major impact on the show's storylines. Season 4's team change was the result of one of these. When Chase left House's team, Cameron followed him. House was never predictable, but one of his most surprising moves was firing Chase in Season 3. Chase was arguably House's successor and the character most like him. It appears that House understood this, because being fired forced Chase to become independent. He had gone as far as he could as a team member, and there was nothing more that House could teach him. The decision to fire Chase affected other characters, as Cameron responded to House's actions by quitting herself, saying, "I've gotten all I can from this job." This was similar to House's reason for letting Chase go. This reflects the fact that Cameron often changed to reflect the men she was dating. Still, all three returned to the show in a different capacity. Why House Season 4 really introduced a new cast. Torb, 13, and Kuttner in House. House is a TV show in which almost every episode stays the same, and the show follows a procedural pattern. House and his team must investigate and solve a medical mystery each week, which usually grows much worse, introducing new symptoms before House and his team find the cause. While sticking to this style can make House into a great show to comfort watch, it does not make it as exciting as other dramas in the long run. Introducing a completely new team with a different dynamic revitalized the show, and the reality TV format in which he made students compete for a spot is one of the best episodes of House. The recruits, Torb, Kuttner, and 13, quickly became fan favorites as they were arguably more interesting and complex than the guarded Foreman, and Chase and Cameron. Season 4's character change also brought us Amber Velakis, who might not have joined the team but became a significant part of the show, and then changed House's life. Why Foreman returned to House's team. Eric Foreman, Omar Epps, looking angry in House. Eric Foreman was on his own journey throughout much of House, and despite leaving out of fear that he was becoming like House, he found himself being fired for exactly that reason. While Foreman took a job at another hospital, he ignored the rules and protocols in place and focused only on results, no matter who he clashed with. Foreman had one amazing storyline in House, but it was quickly forgotten, so his actions after leaving give a much-needed glimpse into his moral code. Foreman had both integrity and a very grounded attitude, and he returned to Princeton Plainsboro Hospital when he thought that he could do some good. As Foreman was not able to fully leave House's influence, he returned to learn more. After returning to House in Season 4, Foreman took on a role with more responsibility, supervising the new team, as well as House occasionally. This might have led to clashes with House, but it set him up for his later role as the new Dean of Medicine at the hospital, which is revealed during the bittersweet House finale. How Chase and Cameron continued to be part of House. Chase and Cameron in House, looking up. Chase and Cameron's relationship on House was often rocky, with Chase following Cameron's decisions as she struggled with her bad dating habits. When Cameron was hired as the senior attending physician in the hospital's emergency room, Chase asked Cuddy for help in finding a way for him to stay close to her. Her input helped him to get a position on the surgical staff. That said, Chase and Cameron have very different roles in the show after Season 3. After Chase surprises House by appearing in the observing room of the operating theater and giving the correct diagnosis in front of his new team, he became House's favorite surgeon and the regular go-to. Chase gained House's respect because he no longer needed it. On the other hand, while Cameron appeared to gain confidence from Season 4 onward, standing up to House several times, she eventually broke down, admitting that she struggles to say no to him. Cameron was often considered the emotional heart of the show, usually appearing in moral dilemma storylines before Jennifer Morrison left House in Season 6. House's team continued to change throughout the show. House, Chase, and Masters talking to their patient, Nadia, in a hospital bed in the House episode. You must remember this. While House's biggest team overhaul took place at the end of Season 3, the show changed the lineup several more times as it progressed. Unfortunately, some casting changes were not planned by the show's creators, which meant that the best version of House's team lasted only 26 episodes. Kuttner, Torb, and 13's prickly dynamic was equally hilarious and emotive before Kuttner was killed off. Kal Penn, Kuttner, was offered a job in the White House, and he didn't want to turn down President Barack Obama. While this was understandable, it ended a fantastic diagnostics team that could have been a long-lasting cast. The fact that Chase, Cameron, and Foreman appeared at this time helped to anchor the show as the dynamic changed yet again.